Hello, my name's Cameron Holt, and for my instructional video, I'm going to be going over a PowerPoint that I actually taught on one of my clinicals last semester. I use this for a 5th grade class on nonfiction text structures. I use this PowerPoint to kind of introduce the lesson, so I figured I would just go over it. So first we would start out with a bell ringer. Which of the following is a nonfiction text structure? Problem and solution, compare and contrast, cause and effect, or all of the above. Of course, the answer is all of the above. Then I would go through and describe each nonfiction text structure. So description is sensory and descriptive details help readers visualize information. Shares the who, what, where, when, why, and how of a topic or subject. Sequence and order is sequence of events. Chronological texts present events in a sequence from beginning to end. How to texts organize the information in a series of directions. Compare and contrast. Authors use comparisons to describe ideas to readers. Similarities and differences are shared. Cause and effect. Informational texts often describe cause and effect relationships. The text describes events and identifies reasons or causes for why that event happened. And problem and solution. The text introduces and describes a problem and presents one or more solutions. And then I would go through and have them review before they actually got into their lesson. So I asked them, can you name which text structure is being used? And here I'm going to sample a few paragraphs, and I would ask the students aloud if they can name, the text structure that's being used. So I can go through and read some paragraphs. All crocodilians are reptiles with long snouts, long tails, 4 short legs, and sharp teeth. Crocodilians live in warm weather throughout the year, spending part of their time in the water and part of their time on land. Almost all crocodilians grow to be very large, with the largest more than 20 feet long. So I would ask them which nonfiction text structure is being used. Of course, it would be description. So here's another one. Recently, scientists have gained an understanding of a crocodile's reproductive activity. Prior to mating, there are stylized postures, jumping, and snout contact. After mating, hard-shell eggs are laid in a nest. When it's time to hatch, the infant crocodiles begin a loud chirping sound to lead the female to the nest. Finally, when all the babies are accounted for, the mother transports them to shallow water. So this would be sequence and order. On the river banks of the Nile River, home to some crocodiles, there are many birds. The big crocodiles and birds are useful to each other. Sometimes an enemy frightens the birds, and the birds proceeds to scream and fly away. As a result of the noise, the birds give the crocodiles a warning of danger. This would be cause and effect. In most parts of the world, there are not as many crocodiles as there used to be. This is a problem because crocodiles are becoming endangered. Many crocodiles have died because people dried up the swamps and marshes where the crocodiles lived. In order to preserve these mighty creatures, people must take care of the crocodile's environment. This would be problem and solution. Alligators and crocodiles are very much alike. They both have long snouts, long tails, 4 short legs, and sharp teeth. However, there are some differences between the two. Zookeepers say that crocodiles move faster than alligators and have nastier dispositions. So this would be compare and contrast. So of course, as I was going through, that PowerPoint, we would discuss as a class why each of these are that nonfiction text structure. And then after we went through this PowerPoint, my lesson was set up to that the students would make a nonfiction text structure flipbook so they could have them to refer back to, even on down the road close to the test and things like that. And then they would go, I had like stations set up, and they went around the room and read paragraphs with the group, and they had to fill out a chart in each station. There was like 5 or 6 stations around the room. And then as an exit slip, after that, All they had to do was match each text structure with the correct description. So they would just write this on the same paper that they did their bell ringer on. So this is a little PowerPoint that I created to do the introduction of that lesson. It provides them with the information, and it would just help them out and get them engaged with the lesson. So thank you for watching.